for today.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Me too.
Welcome everybody to our lives. We have everything set out here really nice for you because today we are going to be wrapping our wraps. So we have 4 wraps to wrap. That's lunch for today and lunch for tomorrow. Because we're hungry and we're like, let's just eat a whole wrap. So we're going to be making wraps.
Yep, and then what else we'll do after we make the wraps, we're going to wrap them up and we're going to get them packed and we're going to pack our backpacks because we're going out for a hike tomorrow, which we will be eating 1 wrap today for lunch and then we'll have another wrap for tomorrow.
Yeah, so we'll be doing a live lunch. A live lunch with you tomorrow at noon on the top of a mountain. So that's going to be really fun. Hope you join in and hang out with us then. Noon PST up there. But today we need to prep for our hike. So every Sunday in 2023, almost every Sunday, we've been exploring a new place for our hikes. So we go for, we're doing the 52 hike challenge. So every Sunday we choose a different hike. We go explore, we have some fun. It's our self-care Sunday where we just get to just chill and be together. It's like our date day basically, but we have to prepare for it. So yeah.
Exactly. So that's what this is all about. And so we can kind of lead you through what we've got laid out on the counter here. We've got a big, delicious bowl of lettuce, which we will most likely use every single piece in these 4 wraps. And then we've got, oh my gosh, talk about this here.
We've got some fermented cashew cheese, and the recipe for the fermented cashew cheese, there's a few different versions of it inside the Hand Salads wrap book. So if you do get the Hand Salads wrap book, I have some recipes on how to make the fermented cashew cheese. You don't have to use it in your wraps if you want to keep it lower fat. But we love the cashew cheese in our wraps, so we're going to do it. I mean, and the thing is too, I really want to touch on this. A lot of people say like, is it low fat or is it high fat or whatever? And we're labeling each individual ingredient as high fat or low fat. The goal with low fat is the entire day. So you can have nuts, you can have seeds, you can have avocados. You can have these on a low-fat diet, but it's about eating them appropriately. So you're not having a huge amount of nuts and seeds with a small amount of fruits and veggies. You're having a huge amount of fruits and veggies with an accent of nuts and seeds. And that is what makes a low-fat diet, not the individual ingredients or individual recipes. That's why serving size is very important when it comes to fat. So even though, yes, we're using nuts in a wrap, it's still a low-fat wrap because it's a low-fat for the whole day. So just wanted to clarify that.
So good.
Because we do get a lot of people asking.
Right. It's important too to understand that when it is strewn about through the entire day, then yeah, it can be nice to have some of those incorporated into your day-to-day.
So what do we have here?
Oh my gosh. So if you tuned in this morning, you saw me plate these up. What these are marinated portobello mushrooms, and we're going to be putting these in one of the wrap. They're what's the flavor?
This is the barbecue mushroom strips from the barbecue mushroom coleslaw wrap that you get in the Hand Salads book, which is in the bundle. There's only 5 days left to get the bundle. 5, that's it. And once it's gone, it's gone. You're getting over $1,800 worth of brand new content, including my new wraps book, so you can make these wraps for $50. The link is in my bio or in the description. Gotta get it. Or in Nate's bio or in the description on his YouTube video. Get the bundle before it's gone.
Yes, exactly. And then you'll have, all kinds of different delicious recipes to tap into. And yeah, the sauces, the cheese, the mushrooms, all these, as well as the quiche we plated up this morning. All of these are in her Hand Salads book, which that's amazing. And of course, there's so many other really awesome contributions to this bundle.
Yeah.
So be sure to check it out.
Got mine, love it. Yes, get the bundle. Open the bundle. First download it onto your device. And then second step is to put those files in backup so you have them safe forever. And then open up the goodies, make recipes, because you're getting 40 ebooks and courses. So there's courses, there's ebooks, there's recipes, there's information, there's interviews, there's workouts, there's all kinds of stuff. For $50, it's one of the best investments that you can do if you're trying to add more raw food.
But not to be overwhelmed.
Yes.
Just open one up and
Yes.
implement something out of that one. But you have all of them, like she says, download them, you have them all forever.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so to go over a couple other things, what you see, I know
I made your donair
Ooh, the donair.
yesterday.
Nice.
Scrumptious.
Very cool.
Ooh,
Very
so glad that you loved that one. That one was a very special, it's kind of like a bonus recipe that I have in the hand salads book. That recipe, the Halifax donair, is kind of like it's from a Greek guy in Canada in the 70s. He came to Halifax and people were asking for classic Greek stuff, and he made it a Canadian version. So that's why it's called a donair. It's actually a Canadian kind of food, right? So I felt, because I'm Canadian, I felt that would be a really cool thing to add to this for a little piece of my heritage, to add that. But yeah, so that's cool. I'm glad you tried it and I'm glad you loved it.
So good. So good. All right, so what do we want to do first?
I don't know. Let's wrap. Let's do a carrot wrap first.
Okay.
We'll do the carrot wraps first, and then we'll do.
So we've got ribboned carrots, we've got heirloom tomato, and then Campari. I think that's how you say it. Campari tomatoes. We've got We've got some shredded cabbage. We've got some red onion. We've got some red cabbage, shredded red cabbage. We've also got some some cabbage sprouts, as well as some alfalfa sprouts. We've got 2 different kinds of microgreens over here. We're going to be throwing microgreens in, so these are going to be some stacked wraps.
Yeah, they're going to be good. So we made these last night.
The sunchokes. We're not doing the sunchokes, huh?
Oh, I forgot about the sunchokes.
That's all right. That's all right.
we could always add them now because we're going to be wrapping the carrot one.
think?
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
One of our plans were to make the everything but the bagel wrap, and it's called the breakfast wrap. So we have marinated, frozen sunchokes already cut up and ready to go. Here, I'll grab a plate.
No, we need the dehydrator tray.
Okay, I'll go grab the tray.
With mesh.
And then we just dehydrate these out. We can still add them into our recipe, but that is a really good part of the wrap.
Because they really only take about maybe 20 minutes or so to thaw. Just that tray, yeah, any tray's good. So this is really cool. It's actually really good that we forgot about that, because now we can talk about this. So sunchokes are really one of the highest sources of inulin for the gut microbiome. So sunchokes are amazing to grow the gut microbiome. You want to start slow with the sunchokes. If you have a weak gut, start slow with like 1 or 2 little pieces and do that consistently and work up for your gut. But the thing is, with the sunchokes, and you can hear it, babe, you can take this a little closer so you can show them.
So yeah, what they look like, here, let me take one out and I'll put it in my hand. It's the root from a certain sunflower tree or a plant. And really, they look like potatoes. Maybe if you've seen some of her stuff before, I'm not sure if the light is like too weird.
And they're frozen too.
Yeah, and they're frozen. But anyways, it basically looks like a potato. But of course, it doesn't taste exactly like a potato.
But it's a fun alternative, and it's such an amazing gut food. So what we do is we chop them up into these little cubes, and then we marinate them in like lemon juice, garlic, herbs, whatever you want to marinate it in, and we freeze them like this because these sunchokes are seasonal foods. They are mostly available between like October and maybe max like April. And then once they're gone until October. So what we like to do is we'll buy massive amounts of them. Like we actually bought 30 pounds of sunchokes this year because we really wanted to have some over the summer. So we have our sunchokes. Do you think that's enough for 2 wraps?
That looks pretty good, yeah.
Okay.
And someone's asking if this recipe is in the bundle.
Okay, so the sunchokes is in the bundle. You're gonna learn how to marinate the sunchokes in the Make It Raw ebook that I wrote with Chef AJ. So it's got a purple cover with some microgreens on it, but it's called Make It Raw 2. And in that ebook, we use Sunchokes quite often in the recipes. And there is a recipe you take, basically you take 5 pounds of Sunchokes, you chop them up. There's a recipe for the marinade that we like, but you can use any marinade you want. And it is like a small amount of marinade, but really if you mix it up really good, they all coat really well and you don't need a lot of coating on them. But then once you've done that, then you just freeze them. Freeze them on a tray, and yeah, Nate's gonna put those in the dehydrator so they can
freeze them on a tray and then just put them in a plastic bag, and then you've got them for when you want them. And man, we have massive bags of these in our chest freezer. I just wanted to mention that Julia is saying that she's made the wraps. She's had 4 fresh ones. She made the donair. She loves it.
Oh, that is so awesome. I love hearing that you guys are enjoying it. They are such an amazing new addition to our diet because it's going to make things really easy when we're busy. Are the Sunchokes organic or does it matter? Oh, good question. Our Sunchokes are organic because just the place that we got them. We're not too worried, I guess this is the best word I can think of, about being exclusively organic.
Concerned.
So, yeah, what? Concerned, yeah. So we are what we refer to as accidental organics. So we'll buy organics if it looks good, if it feels right or whatever. We don't stress out if it's not organic. If we can only get conventional, we'll buy conventional because we'd rather have the variety and the fun than to miss out just because it's not organic.
Exactly.
Woo! Look at this wrap.
So good.
Look, you guys. So when you buy the bundle, link in bio or in the description, you get the recipe to make these wraps. These are raw vegan wraps and they're soft and pliable and they go right to the edge. We made these last night at around 7 o'clock.
Yep.
And now it's 2 o'clock and they've been in the dehydrator the entire time.
Yep.
And they're pliable. Like
perfect.
Look at this.
They're perfect.
Bring it right up there and show them.
All right.
These wraps are next level amazing, and I want you guys to get the bundle so you can make these wraps.
It's really nice to have the tray, but yeah, as you can see, look at the flexibility of it, right? And yeah, Lissa does have about a 30-minute video in her book, as well as the links to get these trays for your dehydrator. But she's sharing with you exactly everything that we did wrong and then everything we did right. And you know, so if you follow the recipe, which there has been some people in here saying they have followed the recipe, it turns out perfect every time.
Mm-hmm. Unless there might be some discrepancies, like
moisture,
if
I guess,
you're
yeah.
if it's too humid, sometimes it separates a little bit. So it really depends on your environment. That has a lot to do with it too. And the fineness of the blend. If it's too chunky, sometimes that can affect it as well. But for the most part, look at this.
Look at that.
And it's not like a fruit leather. It's not like chewy, like.
Yeah.
And it's not crunchy. It's
just
like a
beautiful.
It's like a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So this one here, we're putting some fermented cashew cheese on. You could put any sauce you want.
Yep.
You could actually, what's really cool about the bundle is that you could make a wrapper from my book, and then you could make a sauce from, say, Matt's book or Karen Ramsey's book.
Just mix and match.
Yeah, mix and match. You could actually, I was talking to Chris Kendall the other day, and he had tried the wraps, and he was like, I am mind blown. He's like, the only problem I had with them is that I wanted to live inside the wrap and swim in the dressing. He loved it so much. But he told me, he was like, wouldn't it be cool if I put the stew in the wrap?
Yes.
So one of his stew recipes that you can get in the bundle, he was like, I'm gonna put it in the wrap. So you can put other people's salads or sauces, or you can mix and match. It's totally up to you. This is what gets you creative in the kitchen. So we provide you with like the basic idea of the recipe.
And then you guys throw your flair in there.
Exactly. So yeah, this is really cool. Nate's spreading on, you know, just a thin layer of the delicious cheese that we have.
Just a thin sheen, just a little thin sheen, because we've got the sauce that we're going to be drizzling on each bite. So it's going to be delicious. So
another thing you can do, actually,
yeah.
Can you grab me a spoon and another spatula? Sure. Another thing that I really like to do as kind of like a side bonus.
What kind of a spatula?
Just another soft one, if we have.
This one, is this too small?
Yeah, just to spread sauce.
Let's see. The other ones are dirty. I gotta get in there.
That's okay, the green one works, yeah.
I gotta get in and do some dishes. I gotta do some dishes, you guys.
Actually, this will work perfect.
It's got a little spoon on it,
Yeah.
huh? Okay.
So what I like to do sometimes is just a smidge of the sauce.
Perfect.
And then we
mix
just
that
mix it in.
So a little cheese, a little creamy, and of course it's not like a lot of cheese, but it's enough to give it that creamy. We've got the chives and the garlic and all kinds of really delicious seasonings in the cheese.
This is gonna be so good.
And then you have the sauce on there. So then the next stage is to put the lettuce on.
Yes,
And we did harvest some of these greens. These came off of our Lettuce Grow farm stand. So shout out to Lettuce Grow. We love you guys and all the work you guys are doing out there.
And when you wrap the wrap, you want to wrap it like a diamond shape. So you want to have the wrap like a diamond because you're going to bring the sides in. So you really want to have all your stuff kind of in the center area, right? You can put the lettuce to the edge, but you want to have the bulk of everything in the center because you still need to wrap up the sides. But you'll see as we build this wrap. The reason why you want to have lettuce in the bottom, you want to have a nice barrier to the other ingredients that you're adding. For example, tomatoes. So tomatoes are really liquidy. There's a lot of water in them. Other things like cucumber as well. Or if you're putting other stuff in like sauerkraut that has a lot of water in it, you want to have a nice barrier so that the lettuce comes in handy because it becomes the barrier that kind of holds some or most of the liquid from touching the wrap. Because if you're going to make these wraps in advance, like because we're making them now, we're going to eat some of them tomorrow, you can have them up to 3 days. So you could eat them the day of, the next day, and the third day if you wanted to. They once you fold them, they're just perfect up until day 3. But if you're using things like tomatoes, then just like a regular wrap, I mean, it's not like these are superhuman wraps or anything, they're gonna get soggy if you have soggy things in and it's touching the wrap. So again, just like a regular wrap, you have to be mindful. So we've got this massive layer. Wow. That is looking so good. So again, we're doing the bottom half of the diamond.
Just stack it. It's a hand salad.
It's a hand salad. I love that because you're eating a salad with your hands. Wow,
all right,
that's
there we go.
big. Woo!
It's going to be a big one. It's stacked.
It's a hand salad. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of green cabbage. And again, so once you start filling the rest of the fillings, keep them in the center area. That's going to be really helpful. And then we'll put a little purple in there like that.
Look at that. I like that shred too.
Carrots. Let's do some carrots.
I like that shred. And we're just going to lay them in.
Yeah, lay them in. And then let's put some tomatoes here.
We're doing 4.
Yeah, we're doing 4 wraps.
That's right. For some reason, I was just thinking, I'm like, man, we got to fit all this in 2 wraps.
I know. I'm like,
that's right.
You got
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, we might have to get a little more lettuce. We should probably be okay. I did stack this so
I know.
tough.
This one is going to be huge.
Huge.
Okay, so we've got our tomatoes.
Let's do it. What do you want to do with some onion too?
Yeah, let's do some onion. I like extra onion. I'm a big fan. Yeah, we'll wrap another one of these next.
Okay, yeah, definitely, because the sunchokes need to go for a little bit.
Okay, so now we have our marinated mushrooms. Again, this is the barbecue mushroom strips from the Hand Salads ebook that you can get. This recipe is part of the barbecue mushroom coleslaw wrap, but we wanted to make these for this wrap. You can mix and match, it's all good. So because we're making 2 wraps, the other 2 are going to be quiche filled wraps.
The quiche.
So we're going to split these between the 2. So let's just choose half. I think maybe
It looks pretty good.
maybe one more.
These mushrooms, you guys. Yeah, you'll have the recipe for these inside her book, which you can get in the bundle. And we've only got 5 days left after today to get the bundle.
Yeah, so you want to act now. The link is in my bio. If you want to support us, if you love videos like this, you could put some microgreens in there too.
I forgot the microgreens. Come on,
Sprouts.
don't forget the
Okay, so let's put a little bit of sprouts.
We've got some radish microgreens we'll toss in there, and then we'll do some purple kohlrabi. Look at these beauties, you guys. Straight out of the office.
This is a salad that you eat with your hands.
Yep.
It's massive. And this, like, they're so filling. The wrap itself is made with fruits and vegetables. Each wrapper only has 1 tablespoon of psyllium and 1 tablespoon of an omega-3 fat. This one I think I added, there's tahini in it, but you could swap the tahini for dates in the wrap. But you do want to have chia or flax, and psyllium are very important.
Just amazing, right? Oh my goodness.
And look, he's carrying it around and it's not ripping. Isn't
so
that
good.
amazing?
Okay, we're gonna wrap it.
Oh my gosh.
Here, let's go like this. We gotta, sometimes you kind of have to give just a slight little pressure down.
Depends how much you fit in them. Oh my goodness.
Look at this. So fold the sides in, fold the bottom up.
So it's like an envelope.
And then just tuck it.
Yeah, give it
A good tuck.
Because if you tuck it, then everything gets really nice and tight, and it's a lot less likely to like fall out.
So
wow, look at this. God, I'm so excited for lunch.
good. Me too. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Look
So
at that
there.
wrap. Look how big it is. It's huge.
Look at this, you guys. All right, here's the ends, right? Like, just stuffed. All of that was stuffed in there. So there you go, raw vegan wraps. I mean, just get the bundle. You can get all these recipes and make these for yourself. These are amazing. Now, of course, the next most amazing part of this whole trip is being able to make multiple of these wraps and then wrap the wrap, and then you have it for later.
Oh man, you have to open it up in front of the camera.
Ooh, okay, here we won't even peek. We won't even peek.
Okay, and we're gonna look at it together.
Okay, here we go. Let's see how it turned out. It's like opening an avocado.
Ooh, it's like opening an avocado.
Is it good?
Oh my, you guys.
Look at that. Look at the lettuce, how it goes around the entire wrap just so beautifully. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then of course with the sauce, right? The sauce, the microgreens. Beautiful.
Yes! Okay, so wrap number 1, done. All we have to do now is wrap it. So we have in the same diamond shape. We bring up the bottom, and you can get these wrappers. This is just deli paper you can get on Amazon. It's cheap. We have a case of like 1,000, so we can make a lot of wraps. So you wrap this up, and then you fold in the sides.
Yep, I know. I know we're gonna eat the next one. I'm just like, oh my god, it's so hard to hold this and not take a bite, you guys. I'm telling you.
Wrap up the sides and then roll it up like this. Oh, and then
Oh, sure. I'll grab the tape.
no, grab a date container.
Oh yeah, here.
And we'll just put these in there. So what we like to do, we've been reusing our date containers for years, and they fit a wrap perfectly. So
just it's the Natural Delights brand. They don't carry them anymore at Costco, unfortunately, because these are really cool. So yeah, once we have them wrapped, then we just slip them down inside the date container. And of course, a regular, like a Tupperware container or something would work fine too. We just have been reusing these for so long. Look at that. Look at that. So just like so, stuff them in there. And then you have lunch ready to go.
right?
So we are each going to be slipping this in our backpacks. You'll have one and I'll have one. We'll bring just like this. This will be lunch for tomorrow's hike.
It could be lunch for work. It could be lunch for school. It could be lunch for the airplane if you're going on a trip. This is a perfect thing to take on a trip.
Or a train.
Right? Train?
One thing we're going to have to remember to do is I want to have one breakfast, one mushroom.
Yes, I know. I was thinking that too because
So
we
we'll
want to
switch
have
it.
one of each wrap. But
So
yeah.
we're going to go, we'll do another one. I'll go grab the other wrapper.
Yeah, we got 3 more to do with you. And since we're doing it anyway, we thought let's just do it live with you guys and then you can watch how we wrap them. So much fun. So yeah, we're gonna do the second carrot wrap. So in the Hand Salads ebook, every single recipe makes 2 wrappers that are 14 by 14 inches. So this is wrap number 2. Look how easy it comes right off the tray. And it's so pliable. It's so nice. This is like, look at how perfect.
It's so perfect.
Like
and of course, when it just came out of the dehydrator, so it's slightly warm, which is nice because it really helps this cheese sort of like melts the cheese on it.
It softens it a little bit.
Softens it up a little bit.
It smells amazing. This one here is the wrapper for the sweet carrot raisin wrap. It's called the carrot cumin wrap. And like I said, you can mix and match any of the wrappers with any of the fillings, or you could just make the wrapper and put whatever you want in it.
I love it. I love that idea.
Yeah, so you
Anything
can
you
get
want.
creative. And you can take it to work.
Take it to work, like she's saying, take it on the airports. I feel like, I mean, it's not like you can bring it probably on the plane. I don't know.
You can.
Okay. You can totally.
Because I've taken salads. Because the thing is, the only thing that they
dressing.
really worry about is liquids over 100 mils.
Right.
But you can take all kinds of stuff. I've taken salads across the security. You can take fruit across security. You can take a lot of kind of stuff over security, and you can definitely take wraps.
See, that's a really cool trick. Just take the wraps with you when you're on the trip. Then you don't have to worry about not being able to find anything quality at the airport. Gosh, airport food, I feel like, is the worst.
Really is.
It's so expensive too, right?
That's another thing too. So we're just adding a little extra
The
sauce.
sauce is so good.
You got the sauce going on.
The sauce is incredible. If you guys tune in to the YouTube video today, you get to watch our friend Angelica, who actually coined the name hand salads for us. You get to see her eating it with the sauce, and she's like freaking out about the sauce because she hadn't tried this particular sauce yet.
Yeah, and this is the sauce for the Honey I Love Mustard wrap. Oh, we want to go this way now?
Sure.
So again, tilt it so it's a diamond, and then you're going to want to fill the bottom half full of lettuce. And when you put more lettuce in, number one, it's more nutritious. Number two, you're getting more nutrition from the lettuce. And number three, it acts as a barrier to protect against the liquid stuff. We're not putting sauerkraut in these, but if you were to put sauerkraut or say raw pickles or tomatoes, cucumbers, like the more watery things, then having a barrier with the lettuce really helps with that.
Yep, and we can cut more lettuce up.
Oh yeah, we got lots of lettuce, so we'll definitely need more. Okay, so
we'll do our cabbage.
Cabbage.
Look at that. Pretty much like half of the wrap is done up with the lettuce.
It's a hand salad.
Hand salad.
Because you can fit a lot in these. Like, we're really loading these up. And they're really, really, really filling. So if people are like, I don't feel full eating a raw food diet, you need to fill your wraps and you need to make big salads and have big smoothies.
Just eat
and
more.
fuel up, because it's really easy to undereat on a raw diet because all of this food is low calorie density. So you have to eat more of it in order to get enough calories.
These heirlooms.
Oh, those heirlooms look so good.
Dang.
Some little ones on there.
The heirlooms.
Okay, red onion.
We'll do some red onion.
Some red onion.
We'll do some sprouts. We'll do some more microgreens.
Yes.
We're finishing up our tray of radish microgreens, you guys. If you've been tuning into the grow along, you've seen that the radish, we're pretty much done. We've got one little sprig. We've got one little tiny sprig left there, but we have a whole nother tray that's ready to cut today if we wanted to.
Nice. So here we go. Again, we have the barbecue mushroom strips. Recipe is in Hand Salads. Link is in our bio or in the description below. You can make these too. It's just marinated mushrooms that have been sitting in the dehydrator. It's pretty simple. So we gotta add those. Ooh.
I should have probably put those on top of the tomatoes.
It's all going in the same place.
I got excited. You got excited.
Look at that. All right, so we're done with those because, again, every recipe makes 2 wraps. So you're able to have one for today and one for tomorrow, or have one for yourself and share one with your loved one.
Yes. This one's really stacked, but I am going to try to stuff just a few more sprouts back here.
Someone's asking what's in the bundle. Okay, so for $50.
Great question.
Just one payment of $50, you get over $1,800 worth of brand new raw vegan content. You're getting my wraps book where it teaches you how to make these wraps so you can have amazing wraps. Nate's kitchen course, he has a 4-hour kitchen course talking about the kitchen essentials for a raw vegan diet. Chris Kendall's new stew ebook. There's yin yoga class or course. There's a sacred sound healing. There's a food freedom course in there. Ted Carr has his workout videos. There's an exclusive interview with Doug Graham with Ted. You have to go to the website to see everything you're getting, and everything is absolutely brand new in the bundle. Look at that wrap. Like, seriously. Can any dehydrator work? Okay, so yes, you can use any dehydrator that's square, that has like a flat, because if you have a circle in the center, you can't make an actual wrap. So, what? You guys. Yeah, and so if you want to know everything that's in the bundle, click the link in our bio. Just go up to the top up here and click on you can leave the live and come back. Go get the bundle and then just come back to the live, because we want you to get the bundle before it's gone. It ends in 5 days.
Plentifully Megan, we're going to roll 2 more.
Yeah, we're going to roll 2 more live.
So you'll be able to see us stuff them and roll them. Do we want to wrap these or just eat them, or what do we want to do? I want to take a bite right now.
Oh, let's take a bite right now. Okay.
But I want some of that sauce.
Yes, we need sauce.
Got to have the sauce. So what we like to do, this sauce you'll be singing and probably even screaming out loud. Oh my gosh, it is so good. This sauce is so incredible.
Do you want one here?
We haven't eaten lunch yet.
Yeah, we're hungry.
And it's 2 o'clock, so I'm really hungry. So I just wanted to take a bite before we get wrapping these other ones. But we're going to show you, we're going to wrap the breakfast wrap. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers,
okay.
you guys.
These are big. This is heaven. Oh my gosh. I hope that everyone can make these and enjoy the enjoyment that we feel right now. High fiber, all raw, all vegan, homemade. You cannot buy wraps this big.
I want you to have one, you guys. Yeah, Plentifully Megan. If you haven't got the bundle, get the bundle right now, because this is going to be the cheapest time that you're going to be able to buy
all the stuff.
You'll have every single bit of knowledge that we have to make this exact style of wrap. It doesn't take long. Yes, you guys. Oh my gosh. So much fun. So delicious, so much fun. So the reason we wanted to do this live is because we're making these for our hike tomorrow. So we're like, we could go live, show you guys how we make them, and then tomorrow we'll broadcast live again, and we'll eat the ones that we wrapped today, tomorrow for lunch at the top of the mountain.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Miss Robinson says, what's the name of the wrap and the sauce? I missed it.
Okay, so the wrapper itself is from my hand salads ebook that you can get in the bundle, link in my bio. It's the sweet carrot raisin wrapper. And then inside we had made the barbecue mushroom strips, which is part of the barbecue mushroom coleslaw wrap. So you can mix and match fillings, like we wanted that. Oh, and we also made the cheese the recipe is for the coconut for the everything bagel. There's 33 recipes in my wrap book. So if you want my wrap book, right now you can only get it in the bundle. 5 days left. Link up here or in the description box if you're watching on YouTube. Get the bundle. Over $1,800 worth of content. It's all raw. And absolutely everything is brand new. We worked, everybody, there's like 40 contributors. You're getting 40 things. So everybody worked all year to make a brand new product for you. So you're getting 40 new things, all about raw food and, natural living, because there's yoga course in there and stuff. But for $50, I mean, come on.
You can't beat it.
You cannot buy wraps like this. You
Nowhere.
have to make them yourself.
And when you make them yourself, it's just fun because you know exactly what went into it.
Ooh, look at that drizzle.
I know, it's all delicious. And these have to be like one of the best things that you could give to like your friend. Like, hey, try a bite of my wrap I just made. You know, who wouldn't want one of these? Like, you don't have to be vegan or raw vegan to enjoy this.
Oh my god.
Okay. Let me see here. I want to make sure we get to some of your guys' questions. I see you guys popping in some questions here. Half of a wrap looks like one serving. Yeah, for real though.
I know.
Questions. Oh, Van here. Van Finette says, with the BioChef, do you technically vacuum twice before and after blending? Technically, yes. You'd vacuum before blending, and then you'd vacuum again if you're sealing it.
In a jar.
Yeah, but only if you're sealing it. If not, then you just drink it. You don't have to vacuum it again. Can you tell us again what sauce you're using? No, you chew. Don't choke. Chew. We'll get to it in a second. What can replace Sunchokes if they aren't available? Okay, another great question. So we want the sauce question, and what do we use for Sunchokes? And the dehydrator that we use, you guys, is the Excalibur dehydrator. That's the one that we are familiar with and that we know. So, Plentifully Megan says, "I got it. I love so much. Best book you've done yet, and I love them all."
Awesome. Okay, so sauce. This is the sauce from the Honey I Love Mustard wrap. So again, we took recipes from multiple different wrap recipes from my book. So all of this is from my hand salads ebook. The wrap is the sweet carrot raisin wrap. The mushrooms were the barbecue mushroom strips, and the sauce is from the Honey I Love mustard wrap. And then the Sunchokes, you would probably, Sunchokes are so unique. There's really nothing that replaces them. But you could maybe try chopped cubed sweet potato. I can't guarantee they're going to be like awesome after freezing and then thawing. The Sunchokes are so unique, and if you do find them, which are typically, again, between October and April, you can get them.
And maybe like your, like a ethnic market, Asian market or something.
Yeah, they tend to have some. A lot of people just grow them in their backyards.
And your mom popped in. I saw that she mentioned you could use stuff. So her mom is in the bundle, has a book called My Gentle Kitchen, and she has recipes on how to make beet jerky out of jicama and beets.
Yeah.
She's got burger recipes, chutney recipes. She's got bacon bake recipes, carrot cake. We made the carrot cake twice already. It is so good. And now someone did ask on my side over here, because we have two lives going at the same time. Lissa's live and I'm live. Maybe some of you have popped back and forth. I'm not sure, but somebody's asking. This is a valid concern because I did see that clip. I've seen several clips with Paul Stamets talking about eating mushrooms, especially portobellas, raw, and how you should not eat them raw because of what we're talking is the agarotine, and that's what they're talking about, the agarotine in the mushrooms. So it can be, like I said, a valid point to be concerned about when you have someone, a mycologist, saying this, right?
But the studies that they've studied, the agarotine concerns is cancer in mice, not humans. And they actually just recently discovered this, so it's like, there's like the whole mushroom fears over the agarotine causing cancer, which is really the only thing that is the concern about the agarotine in the mushrooms. It doesn't do it in humans. So, and this is recent new stuff. I personally never had a problem with mushrooms, and I'm not concerned with mushrooms. We marinate them and then dehydrate them, so there is a little heat. You can cook your mushrooms. It's not the end of the world if you have some cooked mushrooms, whatever.
Totally.
But we marinate and dehydrate them. But the thing I want to say, cooking, freezing, whatever, does not eliminate all agarotine. Even if you cook your mushrooms, you're still eating it. So, just eat less of them. But that's the thing. It doesn't, number one, it doesn't cause cancer in humans. That's been established now. And number two, you're still eating it if you're cooking it. You're just eating less. So, that's totally there's going to be, you're always going to have both sides of the story. So you're really going to need to choose what makes the most sense for you, and choose it not out of fear. Choose what you're going to do out of love. And if you don't want to have mushrooms, don't have mushrooms. If you want to cook them, cook them. If you want to eat them raw, eat them raw. But from the studies that we've heard and we've researched, Chris Kendall as well, Chris Kendall eats more mushrooms than I think anyone I know. And he doesn't cook them, he just dehydrates them for about an hour, 115, and they're nice and chewy, which also lowers the agarotine. But again, even if he cooked them, he'd still be eating agarotine, and he's not worried at all about them.
And you'd want to have fresh mushrooms. Mushrooms can get funky.
Yeah, fresh is always best.
So that's something to keep in mind as well. And I personally have an allergy to shiitakes, and when I eat shiitakes, it looks like within really not too long after I eat them, like maybe a day, it looks like I've got poison ivy. That's how bad of a rash I get from eating shiitakes raw. So,
and it's actually a fairly common thing with raw shiitakes. You should cook your shiitakes, but that's the only concern that Dr. Greger brought up about eating raw mushrooms, was just for some people it causes itchiness and a rash. So you just avoid those specific ones if that's your reaction.
Yeah, and just cook them. So, you can replace them with a different, something else, or just leave them out. Put more microgreens in, more greens.
Put a raw burger in, whatever.
But one thing is, I feel like in a way they still are raw, but there's something about it after they've been marinated and dehydrated. It's just, it's such an amazing texture. Ooh, you lost a piece. That's a mushroom piece. You don't want to let that one go.
I think we should just finish these.
Oh, yeah.
It was past our lunchtime, so we were hungry. Before we wrap, we're going to wrap 2 more. And we're going to be wrapping another combination wrap. We have the everything but the bagel wraps in the dehydrator right now.
Good.
So we used the everything but the bagel wrapper. And we have the quiche filling and the Sunchokes from the coconut breakfast burrito. Now, instead of the mangonese for the coconut breakfast burrito, we're going to be using the cheese that we made from the everything bagel. So again, you can, when you buy the bundle, link in bio.
Mix and match.
Mix and match. Download our ebooks and then go through and be like, I like this wrapper. And I'm going to put this in the filling. I'm going to use this sauce.
And then it's fun too, because you start to get inspired to do different things. You start to kind of get into a groove of how to make certain things. And you start putting stuff together in different ways, and that's really fun too. So really, the bundle's nice to have as a springboard or something to pull from to have some inspiration. Which we've been having a lot of really amazing meals from the bundle. Which every day we've been uploading YouTubes of what we've been finding from the bundle and eating it for the entire day. So today, day 6. Be sure you tune in. Lissa's Raw Food Romance. She just has her video up. Mine's going to be up here in another like 2.5 hours at 5 p.m. And basically it's the same day, we just edited it different. But it's been so good to tap into other people's recipes and what they're making, because everybody has a little different style of doing things. But the mix and match aspect I love.
I can't read that.
Okay.
A little too far away. Souse, you guys.
Let's see here. Claudia. Do the silicone dehydrator trays come in different sizes?
You'll have to look on Amazon. I have seen different sizes. I've seen like 10 by 12. I do know that some people have purchased other sizes, so they do exist. But we have a 14 by 14, so that's the one we got.
Van Fuente.
Van, we love you.
I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry if I'm not. It says, I'm looking at your hand salad ebook. The green goddess and caramelized onion wrap sounds so good. I really want to make them. Yes.
Yes, make them.
Make them.
That caramelized onion wrap, the sauce for that is just as good as this one. The green goddess one is so good. They're all so good. People ask me like, what's your favorite wrap? I'm like, I don't know. They're all my favorite.
if you've been tuning in, if you're watching this later on YouTube, we apologize that we're not answering your questions. But you saw everything that went into this. It was stacked.
Yeah, this was massive.
That was amazing.
And now,
Blood sugar was low. It's been hours. I was so hungry.
now we have the other one for tomorrow.
So, in Lissa's hand salads book, when you make one of the recipes, the recipe actually makes 2 wraps. So we just basically made one recipe. We had this wrap, and then we had the wrap that we just ate, and that's one recipe. So it works out nice because really, if it's just you could have one wrap for lunch and then one wrap for dinner, and a whole wrap should really fill you up. But a half of a wrap and maybe a little side slaw, like from Lori's book, My Gentle Kitchen, her jicama slaw. I can't remember if that's the name of it.
Yeah, happy jicama slaw.
Or that's going to be a summer staple.
There's also another recipe that we really liked. It's the refreshing sprout and carrot salad.
Oh yeah.
That's by Victoria, and every time we do a bundle, we all get together and we create something very special, exclusive, and you can only buy it, you can only get it in the bundle. We don't sell it after, and we never will. If you want the group collaboration ebook, 37 of us contributed 41 recipes, appetizer themed, and Victoria contributed her refreshing sprout and carrot salad. She also contributed the blackberry dressing.
It's so good.
And so that ebook alone is worth the price of the bundle. We have it set at $50, but when you buy the bundle, you get that book plus 39 other things. So
amazing.
Get the bundle, link up here.
Who wants to be raw food friends? You guys make some friends out there. Let's get more raw food friends in our circles.
Talk to each other. Where are you guys from? Where are you guys from?
Yeah, type in the chat where you guys are tuning in from, for whoever we have here. Lissa,
and if you guys see same city, hook up.
Thank you for asking answering the questions about the mushroom. I ordered the bundle and was looking forward to the barbecue mushrooms, and I didn't know that it was established that agarotine doesn't harm humans.
Yeah. I know Dr. Greger did a video about it probably about a year ago now.
And there's more information out there as well.
Yeah. So I was really impressed with that because I was like, yay!
Yes.
Yeah, keep eating mushrooms. And plus, I mean, it's not like we're eating huge amounts. Like, you have to eat, like, if it was going to cause cancer, you'd have to eat, like, you'd have to only eat mushrooms.
Look,
really.
There's a couple people in here from Houston. So we have the 2 lives going, Lissa and mine. So I'm seeing one on mine and one over here. Both you guys are saying Houston. We got Houston, Delaware, Lake Elsinore, California. We got San Antonio. Bought the bundle, Christina says, from San Antonio. Vancouver, BC, Northern Cali, Toronto. All right, Toronto, Ontario. We got Berkeley, California, India. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
San Diego. I like that. San Diego, but a San Diego. She just, that's Julia. She's saying. Then we have Oklahoma.
Oh, Portland.
Texas, Portland, Oregon.
Nice.
Woohoo! From
Vancouver
France, living in Portland.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Switzerland, North Carolina. Look at it. Richmond, yep, so good. Berkeley.
So you guys are Berkeley. We saw 2 Berkeleys, one of Nate's,
Netherlands.
one of mine. You guys connect with each other. If you see someone, like, become friends because you never know. Like, you could have meetups. You could hang out together. You could start raw vegan Fruit Looks. Like, it's pretty cool.
Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys were here when we tossed these in the dehydrator. They were completely frozen just a moment ago. Now look at I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like a hash brown potato.
Oh man!
And they're perfect. But I'll keep them in there.
Okay.
Until we're ready to wrap.
Sunchokes. Sunchokes. They do have a unique flavor. They're obviously not like eating a potato, but they're super high in inulin, which is a good prebiotic to grow your microbiome.
And then here's what we did this morning. I'm not sure if you guys tuned into my grow along this morning. We kind of had some kitchen duties to do, so we made the quiche patties. These are delicious raw vegan quiche patties, right?
Recipe in my hand salad ebook,
Oh,
in the bundle.
those are so nice.
Link in bio or in description.
Walnut Creek, California, Idaho. So good. Just saw the Gregor at the Planted Expo in Toronto. Very cool.
Very cool.
Okay, so I think that we should eat that one together right now.
We should, shouldn't we?
Yeah, but then we should wrap it up.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I'll grab one of these wraps.
Okay. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. The quiche is one of our favorite things to make.
It is so good. And then of course this right here, this is like probably my favorite wrap out of the entire book. They're all really good, but this is the everything but the bagel wrap. Where do you buy those large wraps? You always post the large wraps. Which large wraps? Are you talking about these wraps, or are you talking about the paper wrap that we wrap it in? Yeah, Julia, make the quiche. It's so good. You just need to get some raw or some young coconut. How does Las Vegas have the Sunchokes, or does Las Vegas have the Sunchokes now?
No, they're seasonal. So it's normally between October and say around April. They're not.
Here you go.
Thank you. They're not available right now in Las Vegas. What we did was we purchased 30 pounds, and I know that sounds like a lot, but we eat a lot of sunchokes because we grow our microbiome. And we purchased 30 pounds of them from LA. We drove down to LA with John Kohler last month, and we bought 30 pounds, and we just chopped. We spent like 2 hours, just chopped them up, marinated them, and threw them in the freezer.
They're so good. Look at this here. I just want to show you guys. Look at that squeezing out. The light might be messing with my side over here a little bit, but these are delicious quiche patties. Yeah, be sure to check those out. Where to get the paper wraps? What are they called?
These ones? It's just Amazon. It's just a deli paper. And actually, if you buy my wrap book in the bundle and you download it, there's a chapter in there that says links to what you need. So we've got links to the trays, we've got links to the deli paper, whatever you need. I got links for you in there.
Everything you need. Everything that we know and we learn, we're going to transfer over and share with you. We don't want to hold any secrets back. We want you to know all the tricks that we know, so you can do the same thing, and then therefore you can teach other people tricks to help them. Because man, who doesn't want a raw wrap?
Look at this.
I would imagine there's probably a couple people out there that probably wouldn't want a raw wrap.
And that's fine.
That's fine. All right, so we're cheesing it up.
Cheesing it up.
Cheesing it up. Just a thin sheen. We don't need too much, but again, yeah, like you get the recipe on how to make these cheeses. Now, I think it's Lena's Next Level Pastas.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's got some cheese recipes in her book as well.
Yes, she has.
The gorgonzola.
A gorgonzola. She's got a mozzarella.
Raw vegan
raw
style.
Vegan, you guys.
And you'll know how to make this for yourself, raw vegan style.
Get the bundle. You get 40 brand new things. And this is probably one of the most creative bundles that I've ever been in. So you're getting so much creativity, not just from the wraps from me or the pasta from Lena.
But you're getting that collaboration book?
Yeah, the collaboration book, but also the Raw Nation from Daniel McKinnon. Enzyme. He's got the Ethiopian Burberry burger. He's got instant raw vegan coconut noodles.
So incredible.
He's got some really, really unique recipes. He's got the buns and the bread. Like, you definitely got to get the bundle and open these books and explore them.
His
link up here.
His books
in the description.
They're so creative. His recipes are some of the most creative recipes that I've seen. And yeah, you definitely want to check out his stuff. Oh my gosh, it's amazing.
Yeah. He's got some cool stuff.
Yeah, really cool stuff. Super fun to make. We've been making a lot of his stuff too. And that's what's fun about the bundles. Like, you just tap in. Like, you know, we're talking, it can be a little overwhelming, but you just open one book, make one recipe.
Choose one recipe, make one recipe, and try it out, see how it goes.
I did go crazy with the lettuce on that one.
Did you?
So we'll have to see how this goes.
Yeah,
I might have to grab a couple more pieces.
Yeah.
Because we used that whole bowl of lettuce in these wraps. But these are hand salads. They're supposed to be stacked.
Yeah, definitely. Okay,
Yeah,
so
cabbage.
let's do some cabbage.
I'll grab the Sunchokes. When do you want to put those on?
Oh, those are go on after the quiche.
Okay.
So another tip too is to use a lot of dry ingredients in your wrap. So dry your lettuce, Dry your lettuce. It's very important to have dry lettuce in your wrap so that you avoid any of that extra moisture, just like a regular wrap. If you put wet lettuce in a regular wheat wrap, it's gonna get soggy. So dry ingredients. Cabbage is one of the best ingredients for a wrap. Carrots as well. We've got some purple cabbage here that we're gonna add.
Yes.
Red onion is really good because that's dry. Sprouts, microgreens.
Yes, the microgreens. Oh my gosh, so good. And then you get all these colors in there, right? I love the colors.
Let's do tomato first.
I love it. And then quiche on top.
Yeah. Look at that. Okay, tomato first.
Okay.
Quiche.
We're doing 3 of these patties in one of these wraps. Look at that. Stacked.
Yeah. So you're getting good amount of calories, good calories to fuel yourself when you're eating these wraps. You can fit a lot in. Look at that. So the Sunchokes and the quiche, the recipes are in the hand salads ebook that I wrote. And you can also get a recipe to make these from the Make It Raw Volume 2 that I wrote with Chef AJ. Both of those ebooks are in the bundle. You're getting a bundle of 40 brand new things for only $50, valued at over $1,800. So we're gonna sell all our stuff after. You'll be able to get my wrap book after. You'll be able to get Nate's Kitchen Course after. You'll be able to get Chris Kendall's stew book after. But if you were to buy everything after, you would pay over $1,800 for everyone's stuff. So if you want everyone's new stuff, link in bio or in the description and get the bundle because it's only $50. But it's only here for 5 more days. So look at this, another hand salad.
Look at this hand
filling
salad.
Filling it up.
Look at that. It is so stacked. So stacked. All right, here we go. Fold them in the sides. This is a part that, and then just fold up the back like an envelope.
Yeah, see, it looks like an envelope.
It just fits so perfectly. All that, right? And then we're just gonna tuck and roll, baby. Tuck and roll.
Take your time. Be gentle, but firm. Firm but gentle. Right? Just like a regular wrap. That's the thing. It's like these are very, very, very much like a regular wrap. So you firm but gentle. They last about 3 days after you fill them. Like they're so cool. Look at that. Oh my
Look
God.
at this. Look at this. Look at how like.
I know.
Not that my arm is like massive, but these things are massive.
It's huge.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Seriously.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, and this will be for, half of it will be for tomorrow's hike. Let's see here. Let's see how stuff looks. Got that quiche in there. All right, here we
Drum
go.
roll.
Here we go. Cracking it fresh for you guys right here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wow.
With the quiche and the sunchokes in there, it's like potatoes and eggs. This is the breakfast wrap.
Yeah, breakfast.
So amazing.
What is the bread? Okay, so the bread, it's not bread. It's fruits and vegetables with a small amount of chia or flax and psyllium husks. So you're getting 1 tablespoon of chia or flax per big wrap, and a little bit of psyllium, which is very healing on the gut microbiome. It helps with your bowels. It's healing. It's a prebiotic. Yeah, so good. But it's made mostly fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables, gluten-free. Link up here to go get the bundle. It's in my bio, or in Nate's bio, or in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. But that's what this is. It's just fruits and vegetables, and then we dehydrate it for about 12 hours.
Yep, just dehydrate it. Basically, you just make it like we made these last night, right after dinner. And that way,
boy, are we glad we did
all
that.
the prep was done. We didn't do anything. The only thing that we did was we laid out some vegetables here and fruits in front of you so we could show you how we're wrapping it up. But really, like, there's not a terrible amount of work. Like, there's not a lot of time. We've timed it out. It's basically 25 minutes to maybe 30 minutes to do a wrap. Switch it. So
yeah, all right.
We want one of each. One of each.
Yeah. So we have the sweet carrot raisin one in here, and the breakfast burrito.
The breakfast burrito. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So each one of these containers has one of each of the wraps, and this is what we'll pack in our backpack for tomorrow's lunch. And we'll hike this up with us, a pretty good amount of weight. But what's nice is we're going to take a nice long hike. It's basically going to be all day long, and we won't be famished, like wanting to drive through the drive-through or anything, because we're going to bring fruit with us, and we've got some, like, you know, we might bring like some fruit roll-ups that we made, and then we'll also have these wraps, and then we'll just come home. We're going to drink a smoothie on our way out. We're going to have our snacks when we need to, you know, on the hike up, maybe an apple or so. Eat these up top tomorrow. We'll go live tomorrow, same time tomorrow. Well, noon, actually noon, a little earlier. And then we'll be home for dinner. So it's like, now lunch is done for tomorrow.
Exactly. Someone is saying Sunchokes and chickpea miso are unavailable where I live. What do I do? Okay, so in place, there's nothing you can really replace Sunchokes with. They're very, very unique. But you could try sweet potato. That might work. You could use carrots. Again, it's going to taste different, but you could use other things. You don't have to use Sunchokes. You could fill it with other stuff. Totally up to you.
I love this.
And with miso, you can use the soy miso. Look for an organic brand. You can order it online. Most Whole Foods, Sprouts, most health food stores have it. So if you have a health food store around you, you should be able to get miso. Asian markets have tons of misos, but we don't use the chickpea much anymore because it's still fine. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but we are using the organic soy low sodium miso because we're watching, again, Dr. Greger. We learn a lot from Dr. Greger, nutritionfacts.org, and he was showing some studies that show that for some reason regular miso does not affect your blood pressure the same way eating straight salt does. It's very different. There's something in the soy, in the fermenting of the soy, that regulates the sodium in your body from the miso. So we use the organic soy low sodium miso. We find it at our Asian market, but everywhere that I've ever been, I used to live in Canada. I got miso in Montreal. I found miso. We bought miso in Oregon, in a small town in Oregon. We found miso there. There's miso here in Vegas. So ask around, ask your produce people, because they were probably able to order it for you. Most stores are able to order all kinds of stuff, but they don't because there isn't enough demand. So ask around, go to the health food store. They usually have, or you can order online as well. A lot of places do have some that would ship to you. So definitely check that out.
I wanted to get back here. Fully Woven, I saw here before I went to cut lettuce, said, while I've been watching this live stream, I prepped another batch of caramelized onion wraps and popped them in the dehydrator. Made my dinner salad and prepped today's and tomorrow's dressings.
Wow,
that's a champion. That's how it's done.
That's food prep right there.
Did you read this one from Raw Till 4? Saying here, when you buy Sunchokes in bulk, do you chop and freeze a bunch of them so they last longer?
Yes, that's what we do. Again, we did that. We went to LA with John Kohler about a month or so ago, maybe longer. And we bought 30 pounds, 30 pounds of Sunchokes. And we took 2 hours and we just washed the Sunchokes, we chopped the Sunchokes, we made some marinade, just lemon juice, garlic, a couple other stuff, and we froze them.
So we have 3 of these bags. These are bigger than a gallon. These are, I believe these are 2-gallon size bags. So these are frozen solid. We have 3 of them in our freezer that we can tap into when we want more Sunchokes. We just take some out and put it in a smaller bag.
Yeah, and then just throw them in the dehydrator and let them thaw in the dehydrator, and then you've got Sunchokes. So that's what we do, because Sunchokes are a staple in our diet because they're a very, very strong microbiome food, and we like, you guys know we are geeks about the microbiome, so we take it upon ourselves to do the things that we know are going to be healing for our bodies, and we take the time. We plan it in. And yes, we do buy massive amounts of Sunchokes because we can't buy them in the summertime. So we do buy them and we freeze them. Obviously, they're not pasteurized or blanched because we don't cook. So we just put them in the freezer frozen. And freeze them.
You know, doing that though, it does take a bit of time. You gotta be dedicating a day or several hours in the kitchen to prep up your stuff, but then
just get some music on.
Yeah, and then you're thanking yourself later because when you want them, like I don't know if some of you have been tuning in the whole time, or maybe you're watching this later. We took the Sunchokes out of the freezer when we started, and of course it's been probably like a good 45 minutes or so since then. But they're ready to go in the dehydrator. We just put them in the dehydrator while we're doing other stuff. So when you do these like little bits of prep, gosh, it makes your life so much easier the next day or when you want to use the stuff. So we've got one wrap left that we're going to make.
One wrap left. We're making the second of the everything but the bagel wrapper. So Nate's going to go grab that, and we're going to try and stuff the rest of everything in there. We've got a lot of things. Oh, we didn't put the cilantro.
We'll do that in this one.
This is cilantro that we grew ourselves in our Lettuce Grow farm stand. So Nate got some of that. But yeah, we're going to try and fit the rest of stuff into this last wrap. So we made 4 wraps today, which is 2 recipes from Hand Salad's ebook. If you want to get the ebook, and if you want to support us, if you want to support yourself by adding more raw food to your diet, get the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle for $50. It's worth over $1,800. It's all new. It's all raw vegan. It's all oil-free and low-fat. And it's all yours for $50 if you click the link in our bio.
And you'll be making stuff like this.
Yeah, look at this.
And some of you guys who have the bundle are already making stuff like this. You're sending us pictures, you're tagging us, we're seeing what you're making. We're so proud of you because you're just taking your health into your hands and you're just having fun in the kitchen with working with real food. All of this is made, when you're making this, that's the most fun part, is you're just like, look at all this real food that we're making these things out of. Someone's asking what we do with the wraps after we make them, if we put them in the fridge. You could put it in the fridge in a Ziploc bag, but you don't want to put it in the fridge directly out of the dehydrator. Let it cool to room temperature because the dehydrator is 115 Fahrenheit. Let it cool down a little bit because if you put it in the fridge in a plastic Ziploc, then it's going to sweat and then it's going to get soggy. We don't store them, we make them and then eat them. You know what's funny though? We did make some and we're like, we were making so many, we ended up leaving some just on the kitchen table for probably about 10 days. Yeah. And they were still in the silicone tray. Yeah, we didn't peel them off. And we just left them. And then we're like, let's just turn one of those into a wrap and see. And as we were making it, we're like, actually, it's not very bad. It's dehydrated, so not a big thing there. And what we did was we ate that wrap, and it had a nice, slight little crisp to it, but it was still fine. Yeah. So, if you needed to let it sit on your kitchen table or counter for the entire weekend, it'd probably still be fine when you get back. Yeah, exactly. So really, I recommend experimenting with some storage tips or whatever, but because we make it fresh and then use it the next day, we don't make 20 wraps and then have them in the fridge. Right. We make them the night before, which takes 10 to 12 minutes out of your evening to blend, pour it in the tray, spread it out, and put it in the dehydrator. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's actually just a little bit more time than making a smoothie. So if making a smoothie is easy for you, then wraps are going to be easy for you too. So make the wrap the night before, leave it in the dehydrator, and then the next day wrap them up. You could wrap up, if you made 4 wraps like we did, you could have them for lunch that day, lunch the next day, lunch the day after, because they last about 3 days after you wrap them like this. And that's how we do it, because we prefer to have them fresh out of the dehydrator. They're just much better that way. But again, experiment, play around with different ways that you like. I wouldn't recommend freezing them though. If you do want to put them in the freezer, again, I have no idea if they're going to turn out because the one that I put in the freezer cracked. So it's totally up to you. You would need a flat surface so that there was no movement while it was freezing. Because if so, it's gonna crack. You're putting it in the freezer, so. We'll put the cilantro herbs in this one. Ooh, cilantro, and then we've got this beautiful purple cabbage. So good. Yeah, so we're just gonna use up all the stuff we have.
Except maybe the red onion. There's quite a bit of that.
Right. Okay, so there's that.
Ooh, some tomato.
Tomato. Yeah. Bless.
Goodness.
So yeah, be sure to, I'm going to do the microgreens in between the two.
Okay. Another thing too is if you're using things like really watery tomatoes or sauerkraut, use a cloth or a paper towel and just like sop up any extra moisture, because if you have too much moisture, then just like a regular wrap, it can get soggy. So
yeah, so be mindful there.
yeah. You got the rest of the tomatoes.
All right, throw in the quiche on.
Red onions, maybe?
Yeah, let's do the red onion.
Let's do another little one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, load it up. Load it up.
Oh my gosh, and these have been a lot of fun. But yeah, it's like we were saying too, I mean, we've been making recipes from all kinds of people's books. We haven't opened up everybody's book, like not every single book, but
or course. There's courses in there too.
Yeah, or course, but man, it has been so much fun to try other people's stuff.
One of the courses that I'm really excited, I haven't had a chance to dive into yet, is Miriam's Food Freedom course. And this is something that's very passionate to my heart, is food freedom and the reasons why we want to choose a raw diet. So her Food Freedom course is valued at $247.
I got to wrap this real quick.
But you get it in...
Because I don't want it to because it does actually, being that it's out of the dehydrator, it can kind of stiffen up a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
So I just wanted to do this, and for those of you who are, asking about the wraps, that's how we do it. Just fold in the sides, fold up the bottom like a little envelope.
Give it a nice tug and squish.
And then just tuck it and roll it. Tuck it and roll it. Look at this. It's just, oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. Okay, so anyways, back to your story.
Okay, so yeah, Miriam's course, valued at $247. That's how much she's going to charge after the bundle. But you get it in the bundle for $50. You get everything. You get my wrap book. You get her course. You get Nate's course teaching you about all the cool things in the kitchen that we use.
Yeah, like our
final wrap.
Our freeze dryer. Look at this. So we're going to eat this one. This is going to be the second part of our lunch.
Oh my gosh.
And probably for dinner, we might have like a slaw salad, maybe some banana ice cream. Because it's after 3, so we might not be real hungry because... This is big.
I might eat like part of it now and save a little bit and have it in maybe an hour.
This is so amazing. Look at this. I really hope that you guys get the bundle and start making these.
Yeah, start making some wraps. You guys have some hand salads.
These are so good.
If you don't want to eat a salad, have a hand salad.
Have a hand salad. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's little episode. And we've actually been thinking of doing something in August.
Right. We have something that we are contemplating doing, and I think we will. It's going to be called a live lunch. And for 21 days, we will be going live at 11 a.m. probably, and we're going to be making lunch with you.
Right.
But it's going to be a paid member-only thing, and you'll get all the recipes for it, and you'll be able to log in and join us live together, and then you can buy the ingredients beforehand because you'll have the recipes. Buy the ingredients and make lunch with us.
Just make it with us.
On camera.
We'll all make it in the kitchen together.
Yeah, so that might happen in August. If you want to know more about that, stay tuned because we don't have anything planned yet. We don't have a website up, or we don't have anything planned. This is just like
just
thoughts.
An idea. Yeah.
It's an idea.
What do you guys think? Would that be something that you guys would be into?
Yeah, would you be into it? We're thinking of having it like it's 21 days of commitment. Every day at 11, you'll be able to watch the replays, unlimited amounts of time if you want, but it would be about $197 for the 21 days, and then you would get all the videos and all the recipes and everything after. So, and it would be live every day at 11. That's what our plan.
Yes.
We don't have any way to sign up or anything yet, but
not yet.
Watch our stories because we'll be sharing. Oh yes.
I'd love to join others for lunch. I'm there. Yes, sounds like a great idea. A live lunch, and then we can just all make lunch together, and we can learn new things and blend stuff up. You can see how fast it is. So one over here, I search or Christy is Christy. Anyways, I always mess up with the names. So tricky sometimes. Oh my God, I was about to suggest that to you even. So how cool is that?
Very
Somebody's
cool.
asking, what are the wraps made out of? So this particular wrap, what do we got here, babe?
We've got fruit, we've got vegetables, there's onion, there's apple. It's basically fruits and veggies.
It's so fun.
With a little bit of chia and a little bit of psyllium.
And then, of course, the sprinkles on the
Yeah,
outside.
that's what's fun.
Two different kinds of sesame, black and white sesame. And then we also have the poppy seed and dried onion flakes. And then, of course, there's all the stuff that's in the quiche. So this is definitely a microbiome party. This right here.
It is.
This is so good.
You gonna take a bite?
I feel like it. I'm ready. I'm ready to take another bite.
I'll take a bite with you.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, ready? You guys. I mean, come on. You can make one too.
The quiche is like warm. Oh, so good. And those sunchokes, they're marinated. They have such a great texture. This is an amazing lunch. This is an amazing book amongst 39 other products. And you get them all for $50. Thank you guys for the compliments. We're so cute, they say. Thank you. Can you freeze them? I would not suggest freezing them.
You can try, but they might crack.
What we do, the wrap itself, yeah, you can set the wrap just on the counter in the silicone for days. It's fine. We've tried them honestly, I think it was exactly 10 days later. And it's still wrapped. It was like a little slightly crispy. It didn't break when we were rolling it. It was still delicious. But the best way to go about it in a way is just to make the wrap it up in some parchment paper or some deli paper, and then store them like this. They're good. You should eat it by the 4th day.
Yeah, they're not that great on the 4th day, but neither are regular wraps anyways, so.
The 3rd day.
Someone's asking if there's a replacement for psyllium husk.
That's a great question.
I don't recommend changing the recipe because everything in the recipe for each wrap is there for a reason. The psyllium husk is an incredible gut microbiome food on top of the fact that it is a binder. So it binds everything and it holds it together. If you leave out the psyllium husk, they're soggier and they don't work as well. So I really highly recommend getting some psyllium husk. We like Now Foods. Now Foods is a great company that sells psyllium husk powder. That's the one that we use. And you can get it online on Amazon. Now Foods psyllium husk powder. It's a gut food. It's a prebiotic. It's going to be healing for the gut. So that's why we use it, because it's a binder and it helps to hold everything together.
It's so important.
We use it instead of oils keep it pliable, but we're oil free.
What about ground chia? Can ground chia or flax be used?
You could add it, but the thing is, then you're making it higher fat. And the whole goal of these wraps is to have low fat wraps. You could replace it with more chia or flax, and it should still work. But the psyllium is just really amazing at binding everything
it's
together.
So good, the powder especially. Now someone's asking, what's the texture of the sunchokes after thawing? Is it like cooked potatoes?
The texture is, yes. The flavor, not so much. They have their own unique flavor.
And they actually don't smash in your mouth like a potato, but it is pretty similar.
Yes, it's pretty close.
Yep. And the type of wrap, this is the everything but the bagel wrap inside Lissa's handbooks, which you get in the bundle. So be sure to grab the bundle or go at least check out to see what's in the bundle. Over $1,800 worth of different courses and books for $50. You can't beat it. You'll have 33 recipes. This recipe plus 32 others. All the sauces and fillings and everything. So amazing. Yes, you're welcome.
And yes,
Oops.
You can swap chia or flax with each other.
Yeah.
But
The
I wouldn't
psyllium-
recommend leaving the psyllium out.
The psyllium is key, and we actually got the powder on accident. We normally had this regular, kind of rough psyllium husk, but they didn't have any rough, regular psyllium husk that we were used to using at Winco, and they just had the powder. And this was in the bulk section, right? So we just got the bulk powder, and it actually works so much better than the other style. So Really, really good. Let me run over here. Let's see what Nancy says here. My internet was in and out. Is there any way to view this later? Yes. You'll be able to view this later.
It'll be, like if you go to our Instagram and you click on the little video icon, that's where we save all our videos. So you can just scroll through and watch. Or you can watch on YouTube, because I'm going to put this on YouTube after. Nate's going to put it on YouTube too, so you'll be able to watch it there.
Hi to all the YouTube people watching this in the future. We love you. We miss you. Wish you were here live with us.
Oh my gosh, we're making a mess.
Yeah, and sometimes it's nice to just make a mess with the food.
Oh, Laura said something nice, but I can't read it.
Well, it says, for anyone contemplating the bundles are so great, definitely worth the money. I'm looking forward to this new bundle. Very nice, very nice. Thank you for sharing. Do you ever peel the Sunchokes like you would ginger?
You can.
Yeah, you can. And what we'll do is we actually we scrub them pretty clean, but we do keep the skin on. But you could, yeah, definitely.
This is bonus fiber.
Love you guys. So good. Yeah, and I mean, these game changer. Our whole year has been completely altered from cracking the code on how to make these. These are going to be a lot of fun because we love salads. Obviously, we'll still eat salads all the time, but a hand salad's kind of nice once in a while too, right?
Because that's really all it is. It's just vegetables prepared in a different way. So why not? They're fun. They're delicious. So good.
Okay. I got to that question. Yeah, you guys.
So what's happening tomorrow again? Just to remind the new people who've joined in.
So what we're gonna do? Let's just finish up our wraps, and then we'll pull out our backpacks.
Oh yeah.
We'll clear off the counter. We'll pull the backpacks up, and we're gonna stuff those wraps that we just made in our backpacks. Actually, we'll put them in the fridge.
But we'll show you what we're gonna do.
They'll be in the fridge all night until we're ready to go. But yeah, we'll just get our backpacks ready for our hike tomorrow. And then hopefully you guys can tap in and see us tomorrow. We're gonna broadcast live up on the mountaintop and eat the wraps. Just hang out with you guys, eat lunch up there. We always like to take hikes and have a little snack. Sometimes it's midday, so it's lunchtime. We hope to be up there at noon if everything works out. So that'll be fun. And then of course, like Lissa says, we'll post these to YouTube. So, if you guys do miss, thank you for sharing all the knowledge. Our pleasure. What's going on top of your stove? Just a wooden cutting board? Yes. This is a wooden cutting board that Lissa's cousin made. This big one. Yeah, we just throw our tomatoes on it. We don't really use the oven top, the stove top, or the oven. We've just got our cookie sheet in there that we used to freeze a lot of the bananas on, which doesn't fit in our freezer now.
This is so good. I wish I could make you one, but you can make one yourself with my recipes. That's why I love making recipes, because some people say,
Yeah.
open a restaurant.
Then it's like, you're in Turkey. When are you ever going to come to our restaurant?
It's not as easy to do a restaurant, especially making these on scale. We would need 50 dehydrators. It's going to be really difficult. But to make it yourself is easy.
There's commercial dehydrators. It's possible.
It is, but
If we really had the ambition, we could do it. There's commercial dehydrators, and we could hire people to work all night long, 24/7, around the clock, to be making stuff. But that's a game that we just aren't really prepared to play. And if we could spend our time showing you and showcasing what is possible, the hope is that we start to implement these certain strategies and recipes and tips and tactics to make the food for ourselves. Because it's really nice to have food made for you. I mean, 100%. Lissa and I would eat out a lot more if there was good food, good quality that we could go get, definitely. And it would be nice if there was access to this kind of food more for the general population, definitely. But selling the recipe is just, it's so good because it teaches us how to go shop, teaches us how to prepare in advance, teaches us how to make the food, and I think that's an invaluable skill in so many ways, as opposed to just having it made for you. Yeah, I know a restaurant would be amazing, and we get asked that all the time. But, and you know, I do have like daydreams thinking how awesome it would be to have a restaurant, or even a drive-through banana ice cream stand or something. I think these kinds of things could really be beneficial to our world in so many ways, but gosh, we need to like clone ourselves.
I know, right? I really love teaching you guys how to do this, so you don't have to go to a restaurant. So you don't have to spend like, these wraps, honestly, if you were to buy these at a raw restaurant, you would probably spend like $35 to $40 for one wrap. That's how big they are.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah, but
Easily.
you could use the pulp from veggies and juice to make the wraps. You could use that in there, definitely. Do you think you'll stay in Vegas? Most likely, we'll probably be here for quite a while.
We love Vegas.
Someone saying here, this has been great. While I was watching, I made Lena's lemony sage noodles. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Very nice.
Miss Bridge Butler says here, your recipes are pure genius with the appropriate amounts of overt fat to keep it close to 80-10-10. And that is definitely the main goal.
Yeah.
That is a major focus of the goal of the recipes, that
everything in the bundle.
Really everything in the bundle is like 80-10-10 aligned in so many ways. No oil, no fat. It's all good.
I'm making a mess.
You can take a bath later.
It is so good. We ate all that. I'm like, well, it's pretty good.
Or all this, yeah.
And the other one.
We each ate one of those massive wraps. We're professionals. Be careful if you try this at home.
Food is good. And food is beautiful. And food should be enjoyed.
Yeah. Yeah, be careful.
Not feared.
If you aren't used to eating a lot of high fiber, a lot of volume, you know, a half, definitely you feel yourself like you feel nice and full. I'm definitely getting fuller, but I know I'll be able to polish this off.
Definitely. Got a couple bites left here.
Yeah, really, nothing is more satisfying. Maybe that's a bit extreme.
Not much.
It's extremely satisfying to hear from all of you who are making the recipes and sharing the pictures and showing us what you're doing. Really, that's like the greatest testimonial in so many ways, is hearing that you guys are actually doing this. You're getting the ingredients, you're making the meal. So many of you have messaged that you got the dehydrator sheets coming and you're just excited to get going. That's so incredible. And of course, I know it's tricky because there's so many amazing products in the course.
In the bundle?
I'm sorry, in the bundle. So, and we have got probably like at least another 40 books to go through, 40% of the books to go through still. But it's so neat to see what other people are making and what you guys have been posting. And that's the best part. That's what makes me feel like we won. We did it. Like the job is, you know, like we did a good job. We helped somebody out there, and then several people have been enjoying these. This has been so great. So I feel like that's one of my favorite parts of this bundle and other bundles in the past. And seeing what people are making and having wake up moments like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, and it was so fast.
Yeah, another thing that's really cool about the bundles that happens every single year. Every single year we get people messaging us and they say, I bought the bundle last year and it changed my life. It changed their life because they were like re-inspired. They learn new things. They implement new habits. And so every year, people who buy this bundle, they'll tell us next year, I bought the bundle in 2023 and it changed my life. If you guys want more recipes, if you want more inspiration, if you want more brand new content, everything is new in this bundle. Everything. Guaranteed you don't have anything in this bundle. Link is in our bio or in description box below. And you can get my wraps ebook. You can learn about kitchen tools. You can learn about food freedom. And Ted Carr has his gym workouts. Go to the website to see everything you get, because I don't even remember all 40 things that are in the bundle. So if you want to know exactly what you're getting for $50, click the link in the bio or go to the website, and you'll be able to scroll through the website. Scroll through and read about everything you get for one payment of $50. And it's a great way to support us and yourself.
Watch the video.
Yeah.
Go to the website and watch the video.
He loves the video. It took me like 6 or 7 hours to make it. I think we have a couple questions.
Okay, I'm gonna roll back here. Love you too. It's Jacob. Love you. I love you, buddy. I'm not sure if you're still in here. My son just popped in. I love you so much, buddy.
Jacob.
I miss you. Wendy asked me, if you could have one wish come true right now, what would it be? And I said, I wish I was on the ski resort, skiing with my kids. If I could do one thing right now, that's what I'd want to do. Can I soak my cashews in hot water so they don't have to soak so long?
You could use warm water, and I don't know if it really makes a difference.
Under vacuum might be.
Under vacuum would be the fastest.
Your mom says after making wraps in advance, when I get them out of the fridge the next day, I pretend I just bought them at the vegan deli. That's what's up.
I love you, Mom. That's
awesome.
What's
up, Lori. Exactly. That's what I do too, especially with the deli paper.
Oh yeah, with the deli paper.
It feels like we just got some takeout or something, but it's raw, vegan, oil-free, super delicious,
low fat.
Oh my gosh, how can you go wrong?
And filling. I'm happily satisfied. I'm not stuffed. I'm full. But I'm not like, ugh, right? It's just perfect.
It's so good.
We ate a large amount of food over the course of this last hour and a half.
I'm getting super full.
Yeah, I mean, you can save it. That's another thing too.
No,
if you're feeling full,
I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter.
But if you are feeling full and you just can't, set it aside for like 20 minutes. Set it aside for 20 minutes. Let your body kind of deal with what's there, and then finish. That's a great tip. We've done that sometimes. Like if we have big, like salads that are a little bigger than what we plan to make, sometimes we'll just set it aside for 20 minutes. Maybe we'll go for a walk or whatever, and then we get back to it. So that's a tip too. If you want to like finish, you can definitely do that.
Don't make yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we both got the
I know we both got the notification that John Kohler has a premiere going on right now on his YouTube channel, okraw.com.
And we've learned so much from John Kohler over the years. And actually, tomorrow's What We Ate in a Day has John Kohler. He's over here. We're making, Lissa, I'm filming him and Lissa make wraps right here for day 8 of What We Ate in a Day from the recipes we found inside the Raw Vegan Bundle. So, like I said, be sure to check out our YouTube channels. Maybe you'll have some fun just seeing what we made and be like, we were telling you what exactly we made and what book it's in and who's the author or the recipe creator. So that way, when you get into your bundle, you're like, okay, I know exactly. I want to go make that. I saw that picture. I want that. And then you just know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, go watch John's premiere if you want. It's on YouTube, okraw.com. Someone's asking if we have a vacuum blender. Yes, we do. We got it from John Kohler. He's got on his website, discountjuicers.com. You can buy the BioChef that fits on the old school Vitamix bases.
The Legacy
series. The Legacy series. So this is the jug that you get when you buy the BioChef. This is the lid that you get. And then you get the vacuum.
Which this has a cord so you can plug it into the wall, but it also can run off of 6 AA's. And there you go. So this is one unit in itself. And when you get the bundle, enroll into my course, the Raw Vegan Kitchen Essentials, and we go through this in much more detail. But yeah, this is a great upgrade to your Legacy series, not the Ascent series of Vitamixes. And of course, I'm a big proponent for the narrow base, not the low profile base, a little wider, just for the fact that you can make smaller batches of sauces and such. This though, Game changer.
I saw someone else in the chat was like, I got the OK Raw notification too. We're all following John Kohler because he's awesome. Oh, there's a big one over here. For me, what has made the difference between buying or not buying the bundle is that, I like try to read it, is that you and other authors have been going live. Oh, and guiding us through the bundle. That's why we go live. That's why we have this online event, so that you can meet new people. You can find out what their contribution is. We talk about topics. We answer your questions. So it's basically the bundle time is an online festival event for raw foodies. So we all go live. If you want to know the live schedule, click the link in our bio or in the description box and go to the website. On the website at the top, there's a menu that says 2023 live event schedule, so you'll be able to see everything that's going on over the next 5 days, because the bundle ends in 5 days. You only have 5 days left to buy the bundle. Get it, and then keep watching the lives and learn more and open books and make some stuff. Tag us. We love seeing it.
If I wasn't in the bundle, because I contributed my kitchen course, so I get the products, like we all share with all the creators get to share, right? We don't have to buy the bundle ourselves. I would 100% buy this bundle if I was not in it. I would be like, I'm not missing out. Like, there's going to be something I'm going to be able to tap into. It's going to be worth. Basically, you're paying like a little over $1 per product that's in the bundle. My course I'm going to sell for $67, which I've had some people say like, "Nate, you should charge $100 at least." So my course is going to be $67. That's $17 more than you pay, and you get 39 other products aside from the course. And so when you price it all out, it's basically like a little over $1 per product.
You're getting my rap book in the bundle for just over $1. And I want to send a big hug to Abby. Mwah! Big hugs and kisses to Abby, who is watching right now. She's 14 and she's awesome, especially when she's eating really good foods for her body.
Abby. Yes.
Kids are the future.
Can you say hi to Abby? I don't know if it was her birthday, but maybe. Hey, Abby. So pumped that you're here hanging out with us, watching us mukbang our wraps.
We're going to mukbang tomorrow on top of a mountain.
Okay.
At probably around noon PST, but give us a little grace. We might be late, we might be early. But noon will be when we're aiming to go live, to just do a Q&A session, mukbang. We're going to eat our wraps on top of a mountain. So definitely tune in for that.
If you guys like hanging out with us and watching us eat, then come tune in.
So we've got, so this sauce, we've got enough sauce for the wraps tomorrow. So we'll take that.
Yep.
We're going to take this sauce with us up to the mountain with a spoon so that we can use it with our wraps, because why not?
Because why
Just
not?
make sure that it's sealed tight so that it doesn't open in the backpack, but it should be good.
Yep.
I like these lids.
Yeah, me too.
And then we have some red onion we can use tonight in a salad.
I'm thinking what we might do for tomorrow's sauce, though, is we might put it in a squirt bottle.
Ooh, yeah.
Because then it's a little lighter and we're not like backpacking glass up there.
Right, true. That was so good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and for buying the bundle and for making the recipes. Because that's one thing. You can buy the bundle, but if you don't make anything from it, or if you don't watch the interviews or the courses or whatever it is, if you don't do anything with the bundle, then it's not going to be as beneficial to your life. So when you do buy the bundle, make a point, even set an alarm in your phone. Like you can set weekly alarms in your phone. It could be like every Sunday at 2 o'clock, you open a new book and then choose from that book some recipes that you're gonna make throughout the week. Because there's 40 items in there and you could spend 1 week with each item and find some new favorites, give the author a follow, and just discover some new raw food and new information. That
was kind of our idea. We're like, all right, we just need to tap in and just focus on 1 book per week. And that would pretty much lead us through the entire year. Minus like maybe a couple vacation days or something in there. But imagine how much your life could change or up level just spending that little bit of time with one of these products, right? Kind of just like learning another language. I mean, that takes, of course, way longer than a week. But in 1 week, I would imagine that you'd be able to pick up at least one favorite thing from that particular item, whether it be a recipe or a mindset or a mantra or a, you know, say a meditation, or, you know, something to implement for your business, you know, some sort of exercise routine, and you just start adding it into your life. It's amazing.
Yes, because wisdom is the application of knowledge, right? So we get good at what we actually do.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want to change your life, implement the things you learn. Implement the new recipes. Learn, like, actually make it part of your life.
Yeah, it's one thing to get the knowledge, but when you start to actually implement it, then
Woo!
you
And
start
I've got a live at 4 o'clock.
Oh,
so
you
in
do?
20 minutes, I'll be
Okay.
live with you guys. We're going to be doing kind of like a, we're just going to share struggles. Like, if you guys have struggles, it's going to be a safe place for you to share, and we can brainstorm
gonna be a good
solutions. It's going to be fun. So in 20 minutes, I'll be going live, but Nate wants to show our backpack and kind of go over what we're going to pack in it tomorrow for our hike.
Well, really, it's not too much. I was just going to take the water bladder out, fill up our water. We like to carry, especially living in the desert, we like to carry at least 2.5 liters each. And we might bring a little bit more. I might actually put a bottle on the side for a little bit more water.
Yeah, because it's getting hot now in the desert.
It's getting a bit warmer. It's not like real excruciating, crazy hot. But yeah, basically I'm going to stack oranges, a couple oranges and a couple apples. We'll probably each have 1 apple, and we'll have each 2 oranges. So 3 pieces of fruit we'll have in our pack. Those are pretty hardy, easy to be, you know, moving around in your bag. And then we're going to be throwing those wraps that we made in here as well. And we'll bring our smoothie with us on the way out there, and we'll also have some other snacks like some fruit leathers, and maybe like a Larabar or something, you know, just back up just in case. It's nice to have a couple other things. You know,
Those wraps are going to fill us up big.
They're going to fill us
time.
up, but, you know, say if something did happen,
Right.
maybe we got a flat tire or something happened and we're on the side of the road for a minute.
Also, what if we find another hiker? That's something that I've thought about too. If we find another hiker who's stranded
Who's
or
out of water.
needs water or needs a snack,
It's nice to
we've
be
got
able to be like,
something.
hey, here you go,
Yeah.
you know? So, because we're just going for the day. This isn't a long distance thing. We're just going out for the day. But yeah, basically, I don't need to show you guys.
But that's basically what we're going to do. So we made the wraps. We'll take our fruit. We'll blend a smoothie before we go. We'll fill up on water. And then we're just going to have
So
an
good.
amazing, relaxing, well, I wouldn't say we're
Won't be
climbing like
relaxing.
3,000 feet tomorrow.
It
So
will not be a relaxing day. But
it'll be fun though.
But it'll be a regenerative, like, recharge of a day. I mean,
Yeah.
we're going to definitely be depleted. We're going to have to do a little hot tub when we get home. But it's really just a great... We like to get out in nature at least once a week. We live right downtown Las Vegas. And it's, you know, it can be loud sometimes, especially on the weekends. It's pretty nice here. Like, it's pretty quiet in a lot of ways, but we love to get out in the desert somewhere in nature at least once a week, right? Just to
At least once a
recharge.
week.
Yeah.
So we call that Self-Care Sunday. Every Sunday we choose a new hike.
Yeah.
And we do, like, I like to do my skincare routine. I love Osea products. We use a lot of that on our skin. We do a hot tub. We hang out with the kitties. We watch a show, one of our favorite shows, or a movie. We just, like, Sunday is a very special, sacred day for us. So we like to spend that. But we're going to spend a couple hours with you live on the mountain tomorrow at noon. So
Yeah,
join us.
We'll probably be up there at least for 2 hours.
Yeah, probably. We'll just
Yeah.
hang out. You can ask questions.
Yeah.
And all that jazz.
It's going to be awesome. So here in 15 minutes, make sure you go live with Lissa. She's going to be opening up kind of like a circle. Like if this is a festival, one of the groups that she would want to lead basically would be one of these sharing circles. And you guys are going to go deep.
Yeah, so come with your struggles, because I want to help offer my perspective and have a safe place for you to share. So it'll be really great. If you want to share, you can share. If you want to just listen, that's cool too. But yeah, we're going to do that in 15 minutes on my Instagram here.
So good.
But yes, this will be on YouTube.
Thank
Go
you.
grab the bundle, you guys. Get the bundle. Get my Wraps book. Get Nate's Kitchen course. And get all the brand new content worth over $1,800 for $50.
The exclusive collaboration appetizer book. Amazing.
Everything is all yours for $50. Just click on the bio, and you could leave right now. leave right now, click on the bio or in the description box and go get the bundle because it's over in 5 days.
That's it.
And then we won't be selling this collection the same way.
And it always breaks our heart when some of you come to us and say, I missed the bundle.
I know.
And we're like, dang, we talked about it the entire time. And even before, like we've been, trying to be as annoying as we can about it.
Yeah, because the reason we're annoying is because we
Don't want you to
believe
miss
it's
this.
so amazing.
Don't want you to miss this.
And we don't want you to miss it. So
This only comes around once a year, and it's, I mean, we're not just trying to like, oh, let's just see how much money we can make or whatever. This is to help you.
Yeah.
This is purely like, how can we get more people to eat more fruits and vegetables? Let's bundle up everything together and give it to them. It's such a screaming deal. I mean, we have to like make something, of course.
we have to pay for the website. We pay for like other things, but it's not about that. It's about giving you all our brand new content.
Exactly.
And yeah, it costs $50, but you're getting over $1,800 worth of stuff. So
all the wraps.
All the
wraps. Yes, exactly. Hey, love all you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. And for those of you tuning in, who have been following along the Grow Along, there won't be a Grow Along tomorrow for day 8. But we'll pick up on day 9 because we're going to basically be getting in the truck super early and heading out to the trailhead and taking that hike. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, join Lissa here in about another 10 minutes.
Yes. Can't wait.
Love you guys.
It's so great. Love you guys. Thank you for joining.
Bye.
Mwah.